Target CPA and Target ROAS, again, you'll probably use these for most of your campaigns. And again, I like to start them with maximized conversions and then switch them over to one of the target bidding strategies after they've gotten some data. And I kind of have an idea of which ad groups are good and which ad groups are not as good. So again, like first thing to figure out is your efficiency. Which of these are good, which of these are not good. So you'll find like this one was probably considered good. The rest of them were considered not so good. So I would bid higher on this one and lower on all these. And again, you kind of think of it as like a spectrum. You know, the basically with your CPA, the higher CPA basically means the campaign's going to give it more attention. Lower ROAS means you're going to give that ad group more attention. And that's how it works. So if you bid for less efficiency, less profitability, there's going to be more emphasis that goes into that campaign. It's going to get more it's going to get more delivery. And for ones that aren't doing as well, you just kind of increase the ROAS or lower your target CPA. They'll get less spend, they'll get less attention, but you could probably turn them profitable. And that's again leaning into that people side of bidding that you wouldn't have if you were manual bidding. So the first thing to figure out is really your efficiency with these. Some campaigns can take a lot longer before you figure that out than others. Really depends. So many factors to consider. It could be the amount of ad groups you have. It could be just the amount of search volume behind those keywords. It's your brand awareness in the market for those terms. Like your product terms will typically do pretty good for the products you're pushing on Facebook compared to the others. So, it's just kind of a balance. You basically start out with maximized conversions, let it rip for a little bit, and then make some decisions after you've gotten some data. And so Target CPA, Target ROAS, they're very similar here. Now, they won't always spend your daily budget. They're going to go for efficiency, not for spending the budget like maximized conversions will. So what you do is you figure out your efficiency, and then you start to increase the budgets until it stops going up. I like to keep the budget a little bit higher than what it's actually spending every day, sometimes like double. This gives it some flexibility. So if there's like if the brand launches an email, gets a lot of sales, more people will search because of the email. You want to make sure you capture that traffic. If Facebook has a really good day, same thing. You want to make sure you don't miss it. So you'll see like this bidding strategy will ebb and flow with the search volume in the available searches that you're bidding on for the keywords in your campaign. So it won't always spend the same budget. If you're more concerned about monthly budgets, then maybe maximize conversions is a move for you, or like use target CPA to the point where you lose efficiency and then try to start launching a top of funnel campaign, or put that money into like display network or something like that. But for the most part, like at a certain point, you lose efficiency and you stop getting more sales. So you really just want to get to that point and then try to figure something else out with the rest of your budget. So it can be tricky. This comes with time. It does start to make sense after you've had a chance to work on an account for a little bit. But think of like target bidding equals bidding for efficiency, maximized version equals spending the budget or getting into the auction, manual bidding. Again, I like to use that for branded search. And that's bidding, budgeting, and scaling.